to Technique Friday with Els. Today I'll be showing you a Christmas card featuring the beautiful Baubles from Becky Seddon. I made a simple card again with a white soft finish cardstock and different silver papers or cardstocks. So what I used in this card are these dies. So this is the set with the Baubles. And so as you can see, you have 3 solid ones, 3 overlays, and then 3 different top pieces and that little bow here. It's a fantastic set to work with because if you cut your solids out of decorative paper, they can be nice by itself as well. Fantastic set. And the other 2 I used are these 2, so the fitted rectangles and the postage stamp rectangles. Love those, all those sets like squares, rectangles, circles, fantastic to use. So I'm going to put those away. So this is the card, and I cut the pieces already. So I have my basic card, and then I have my postage stamp in silver Mirrorboard, and this is the leftover of that postage stamp set. You see, and that can be a really nice frame by itself. So no waste. You see, that's beautiful to use as well. And then I have my solid white soft finish for the base of the card as well. So let's create the bubbles first. So what I did, I cut those out of white soft finish here, and here I already poked out the pieces. With this one not, because I want to show you how I do that. And this is a more intricate die, so I would advise the 85 lb for this one, so the lighter weight of the white soft finish. And then I have that little brush here, and there's a mat, but when I have things like this, I just kind of put it in my hand and take off out those small pieces. And it's very easy to remove as well. So just roll it over your hand a few times. Because sometimes when you use the mat that comes with it, it pushes it too much and then it takes the shape out of your image. So I just poke out the last dot. And always check on the back, make sure that you know for sure that everything is out there. Because if they kind of stick to the back, you might see that on your tape later and you don't want that. So that's the last one I think I need to take out. So everything is gone, front and back. That's done. And then I'm going to bring in my glitter tray. And I'm using the brush pewter glitter. So these 2 I cut out of white cardstock with the clear double-sided adhesive on the top. So I'm going to take this off. And now you want to line it up nicely. So what I always like to do, I kind of make a bowl with my fingers, and then I'm just starting to line it up. So now this is all sticky, so you just start to line it up, and then I put it at the top, and then I'm just going to follow the line. And the outside line in this case is important, so you just press it down and here, and when I know for sure that it's correct, then I take my release sheet and you just press it down like that. And I do the same with the other shape. So take off the release sheet, take your cardstock, and you use with the soft finish cardstock, you make sure you have the structured side at the top, because the other side is smooth. So line it up here in the at the end, and then line it up here, and then make sure that those lines are okay. And don't touch it with your fingers. And then you take that release sheet again and press it down. And if you don't line it up perfectly and you see some silver on the outside at the end, you just take your fine pointed scissors and you kind of trim it off on the edge, which would be fine as well. So now I take my brush pewter, you just sprinkle it, tap it off. And I do the other one right away as well. Tap it off. Then I'm going to brush it off. Brush this off, and of course your coffee filter. And I think everybody knows by now, but this is a Swiffer here, like a floor Swiffer, because that will catch when you spill something, it will catch it. And now I'm going to polish. So polish that glitter into the tape so it's getting more sparkly. And in this, I don't know if you see the difference, but this is more sparkly than this one. But if the camera doesn't catch it, you will see it when you do this yourself. Okay, so now I have my ornaments. Then I'm going to put on the top pieces, and those top pieces I cut out of silver metallic shimmer sheet. So you just take a small piece and you cut those top pieces out. And when I cut shimmer sheets, I make sure I use the metal adapter plate, because otherwise it will not cut. So put in an extra shim. So you have your plate, metal adapter plate, then your shimmer sheets, and then the die on top of the shimmer sheet. So you cut into that metal adapter plate. Then I'm going to take my double-sided adhesive. Just a small piece here. And it tears, so you can just put it on here and tear it. Squeeze comes off, so I'm going to line this up, and you can easily see where it needs to go. Becky did a great job with designing this set. I love it, and all her designs are beautiful. So check out the website or your local store, because there's a lot to show. Okay, that's that. Then I'm going to put my card together. So I just did regular double-sided adhesive here. And of course, line it up nice. So that's that. Then I'm going to take some 3D foam for the silver part. And I personally, I like it when it's not that thick. I know there's like really thick 3D tape as well, but it's personal preference, but I kind of like it when it's not too heavy, not too thick. And again, line this up nicely. There we go. That's it. And then I have my bubbles here, and I took some brads, because you can line those circles up here, so the top from this part lines up with that bow, and that bow I cut out of a different. So this is silver Mirrorboard, and what I used here is like the Tim Holtz silver cardstock, because I like the different textures. So shimmer sheets is different, so it's all a little bit different, which I like on this card. And of course you can use all the same, but I thought it would be fun to use different. So it goes through here and then through here. And when you fold them open, make sure you have your brad that it goes up and down and not sideways, because otherwise it shows up. Well, let's hold it when you fold it. There you go. So you just fold it open. You see, so one at the top here, so one goes up and one goes down. And don't do it sideways, because otherwise your bread, the back from your bread will show up, and you don't want that. The second one you do the same. So twist it till you see, oh, I should hold it. So one goes up and one goes down, so it's hiding behind the die. So that's that. Then I'm going to put one on there, and how I did it, so I took some 3D tape again, just a little piece, and I put the bubbles down first, and then I'm taking some kids glue to adhere that ribbon, the bow, to the card. So kind of line this one up first. And then I line up this one. And then I'm going to take some Kids' Choice glue. Sometimes, I have to say, sometimes when your lid is stuck, it's always best to keep it up straight. But if my lid gets stuck because I travel, just put it in the water and then it releases again. Put a little bit on my hand because I only need a tiny little bit. Just going to put some here. And then make sure it's straight. Oh, I have some extra. And this dries clear, so. And then a little bit on this one. And what I did with the other card with my sample, I folded it over a little bit to the inside. So I'm just going to hold this for a second to make sure this is tight. Because you want to make sure this is tight already before you fold it over, because otherwise it might shift. And you can press it down a little bit here. That's it. And then I'm going to cut the other one off because I only want it like over a little bit. There we go. Then I trim this about the same length as the other one, because I like how that looks here at the top. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to download the free project sheet. And I've also suggested a couple of videos that I think you enjoy. And make sure you subscribe. Thank you.